What is going on, everybody? It's lunchtime. You guys didn't think I'd be here, did you? You guys didn't think I'd make it. I am a little bit over an hour outside of Albany. I'm headed there now. It's been a pretty good drive. Last night was pretty crazy. Yeah, I drove until about 1 in the morning last night. Got to Rochester, New York. Tried to find hotels. Man, it was tough. Tough finding a decent hotel with a decent rating along I-90 going through New York. But I did find one in Rochester. So we stopped. We slept a little while, had a nice breakfast, and now I am just about an hour outside of Albany right now. Judy Reed. Ooh, I went to school in Rochester. And for some reason, it's not showing me. There it is. Okay. Working on the iPad instead of the laptop today. So it's a little bit glitchy. Jody Lynn's asking if she went to RIT. I saw that as I passed through there. The exit I actually got off of, there was an RIT hotel or a conference center, business conference center, something like that. I actually got really good reviews, but I decided to go to a Courtyard instead. Judy says, yep, that is it. So what's going on, Meredith, Terry, of course, Jody and Judy, Craig. You guys all excited for the CrossFit Games? We're only 2 days away. 2 days away. I tried to watch as much or listen to as much coverage as I could last night to kind of keep me awake. Really enjoyed a lot of the coverage. But I got a couple bones to pick, man. And they're friends. I hate doing this, but oh my gosh, like the homers are coming out. The homers are coming out. Last night, I listened to John Young on the WOD Prep podcast. And oh my God, if I hear Austin Hatfield's name one more time, I think I'm going to throw up. I don't know where. I know John is a big fan of Austin. I know he has some biases there, but I don't know what he has seen to think he is going to be the next legend of the sport. He finished, 10th at the games last year. He beat Colton at Mayhem. Colton has not yet finished in the top 10 at the games, so I don't know what that proves yet. I know Colton's better. I still think there's way too many questions around Austin Hatfield and the competition he's been around to anoint him the next Rich and Matt. That just seems bizarro world to me. Judy Reed says, I saw you comment that. Why aren't you a fan? It's not that I'm not a fan of Austin. I'm just tired of hearing John talk about him. I actually think Austin's a great athlete. I think he's fine. I think John has elevated him to this status that he's yet to earn. That's it. That's it. Then I'm going to go to my other friend, Grant, Keeping It Real, who can't stop talking about Ty Jenkins. Ty was great in the teen division. Great. But what does that mean? Ty has the talent to be a major player in the sport. But there are so many athletes that are so good right now. I can't remember who said it, but it's like, it'll probably be, it was in the Hiller video, and it was Bill Leahy. This year's top 10 from top to bottom will be the deepest we've ever seen. And so many young and talented athletes who are not even at the peak of their ability yet. So to say anybody is going to be legendary is just bizarro world to me. If Austin can beat Team Brute and Jeff, then maybe Austin is the next one. It's still one competition, Craig. It's one competition. He's only been doing this for like 2 years. Katie is getting brutal with us. Hatfield's head is so big he won't even fit through a door. Possibly. I don't see the resume yet to go to the declaration that has been happening. And the same with Ty. Ty is what, 20 years old? Give the kid some time. Give the kid some time. Um, People are excited for new names and faces. We have new names and faces all over the top 10. Dallin's only been here 3 years. Hopper's only been here 3 years. Now we have Hatfield here twice. We have James Sprague here. This will be his, what, third year. We have a lot of people that are new to the sport. I just find it, again, baffling that you would put somebody into this dominating status at this point already. There's just not been enough resume built for that to happen. And See Me Rolling says it right. They did this with Hopper too. He was the second coming. He was the next big thing. And it's taken him years to like figure out where he fits. Ani Shoop says, I think the men's race now, you can't afford to make any mistakes. That is it in a nutshell. There's no room for error anymore. There are too many good athletes. And that's what happens when a sport develops and it becomes older. More people start playing the sport. You get deeper fields. And now we're probably not ever going to see another Rich or Matt domination. There's just too many good people that are too good at certain things. And some of these athletes are really working their weaknesses and becoming more and more well-rounded. I mean, we've said it all season long. There are 9 athletes, in my opinion, that could win the CrossFit Games this weekend. 9. That's insane. And because of that, as Omar said, let's get jazzed, man. Let's get jazzed. Because it's going to be a fun competition. It's going to be fun to watch because anybody can pull it off. Devesh with the bold statement, peak Rich or peak Matt would still dominate this field. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I am the biggest Rich fan. I think I am one of the biggest Rich fans out there. And I think that if you look back at his career, it was less dominant than Matt. He won when he needed to. We don't know how much he left in the tank during events. So yeah, that's a tough one for me. I think Matt would compete for sure. Would he dominate? I don't know. Um, wow, comments are going faster than I can hit them. Katie Schaefer, I want to see Ricky have a clean run and do well. That is the key for Ricky. Ricky just has not had a clean run in a very long time. Aaron Frazier, hopefully with the top 10 males being so close, there can be some shuffling and middling to be a good race. I think we're going to see a great race all weekend long. And that's why I think, like, when they released Event 9 yesterday and everybody was kind of ripping it, I think it's going to be a great race. I think when we look back at the weekend, that is going to be an event that we look at and go, whoa, that was great. That is going to be so much fun to watch just because of the way it plays out on the floor. You're going to be able to see who has the lead in the run, who gets to the barbell first, who cycles that barbell the fastest. It's going to be fun to watch. I know people are dogging it, but I really think at the end of the weekend, we're going to look at that and say, that was pretty damn good. Katie says, Rich was dominant on Sundays. He was, because that's when he had to be. Craig, that is mistaken. IE09 is the last event. It is not. There are 10 events. So there's one more event after event 9. So, all right. Craig, there are 9 slots. There is a 2-part workout on Saturday night that will take the Saturday night time slot, but it's a 2-parter with 2 separate scores. And then there is 8, 9, and 10 on Sunday. And so I watched the Hiller kind of behind the scenes with Bill Leahy, and then just overall behind the scenes. Really good video. Got to see the floor. It looks awesome. He talks to Dave a little bit, which was really cool. And my favorite part was when he talked to Kristen Holta, who, coming out of retirement, is going team and trying to take their team to victory. That would be freaking awesome to see her up on the podium after retiring and doing that. So that was pretty awesome. It looks like if you like tight shirts on men, it looks like you're going to get your wish this year in the uniforms that are being handed out. If it, I don't know. And then it just was a really good video. You got to check it out. Lots of stuff in there. Vindicate says the blocking banners in the arena look awesome in the video. You know what's awesome? I don't say this enough. I have one of the Vindicate backpacks. It carries so much of my equipment on these weekends. It is so sturdy. It is built so well, and it is tough. It is durable. It is roomy. I can get a whole lot of stuff in that backpack, and it's my favorite one that I've ever owned in the CrossFit space. So if you need a backpack, I know Vindicate is known for his shirts and his clothing apparel, but man, his backpacks are the freaking bomb. So go check those out. because they are amazing. You will see it on my back all weekend long. EU sizing is different than US. The clothing looks so small. It really looks small. I know Carolyn was not happy that everything was a crop top. We talked about that last week in her getting an F from Hiller. She does not like to show anything being a school teacher. She likes the full t-shirt. The funniest thing though is I noticed she is number 53. That was my football number my high school career. I haven't got a chance to tell her that, but I thought that was really cool that um, that she's going to wear the number I wore most of my CrossFit, or not my CrossFit, football career. Um, Judy Reed. Maddie used her own babysitting money to buy her own. She loves it at Vindicate. It is really, it is really an awesome backpack, guys. So many pockets. The big key for me is I carry a big water bottle. It has a nice pouch on the outside for that. Um, and it has so many pockets inside for like my pens, my markers, my memory cards, all that kind of stuff. Do they have required shoes in the uniform? They do not. But on the back squat event, if you wear Jus shoes, you get $500 just for wearing them. And if you win that event, you get another $3,000. That Hiller actually asked Bill Leahy if he's going to wear the Jus shoes to get the $500. And he said with his partnership with Adidas, he's not going to chase the short coin. And I thought that was a cool way to put that. Uh, $500 is not anywhere near what he would be giving up with his Adidas deal. Do you think we'll see another longer event other than event one? I think we will not see an event longer than event one for sure. But I would not be surprised. We have some good sprints. I mean, the back squat's going to be fast. That event 9 is going to be super fast. Um, but there's a couple chippers already in there. I don't know. I think I'd like to see one longer-ish event added to the mix. But whether we will or not, I don't know. Linda, Bill is smart and humble, very likable. He is. Devesh says, is that 500 per event? It is just for the back squat event. John Walker, dude, I love the games, but this year feels muted or off or something. I don't know. I don't feel that way at all. I am as excited this year for the games as I've been in a long time. And I think last year was such a bad taste. Being in Fort Worth during all of that, it was not an easy games to consume live. And I think I just want to go get that taste out of my mouth and move into a new direction. You know, we have a sale pending. There's so much coming for the future of CrossFit. If all the chips fall where they need to, we could be looking at great things coming. And I feel like the games is the perfect place to kick that off. We had a rough season. The CrossFit did things I didn't agree with during this season. The last couple months, man, they've really tightened up the ship. They've started doing some things that we've been begging them to do for years. And if the sale goes the way we think it will and may go, I think that there is an exciting future, and this could be the kickoff to all of that. Katie, I'm so excited for the games. I am too. Devesh, I feel this year is better, if anything, less fluff and noise, just pure CrossFit, athletes that really love CrossFit, and real fans. I don't disagree. I think that if you were to get a true lie detector test poll of athletes that skipped this season, I think some of them would say they wish they hadn't. Just because of some of the changes that CrossFit, in fact, actually did make and uphold on their end. Um, but we'll never know that because, we can't take lie detector poll questions. So, yeah, there's this date that's floating around. Barbell Spin put it in our chat yesterday or the day before. It keeps floating around. There's a lot of speculation that will be when the sale is final. Some of them would be irrelevant this season regardless. I think some of them would have made some noise for sure, though. Some of them would qualify for the games, and if you get into a field of 30, nobody is, well, nobody from the big three regions of the world is irrelevant. So exactly 1 week after the games. That's how it appears. Craig pointing out that Rich has been MIA lately. The only reason I don't totally agree with Shiz is I think if Laura Horvat did the game, she would be relevant. Emma Tall would be relevant. I think that, my Italian girl, what's her name? She podiumed twice in Europe this year. Elisa Foliano. She would be relevant. CK Kevin, they would be irrelevant to us. Elisa Foliano is one of the nicest, kindest people I've ever met in my life. I actually do miss the fact that she's not going to be here this year. So, did you see Laura's post today? This is the best summer in a long time. What's weird is I thought I would miss Laura this season, and I really don't. I find that odd. I've always been kind of a Laura fan, but I just don't miss the angst this year. Do we think any of the daughters will be in New York for brands or company activations? I don't think Annie will be here for sure. Sarah always drops in to the games every year. Sarah's still beloved. Sarah tried to do the season. Her body just can't anymore. But she's still an awesome person. She didn't dog CrossFit. So I would love for Sarah to drop in. Whenever she does, the line is around the building to see her. So Aaron says Sarah is in Iceland. Still quick plane trip. If you boycotted the games, you better not be showing up for activations. You probably will not be very popular if you do. But Sarah has never said a bad word about CrossFit. So, And I don't even think like Katrin has said much bad about CrossFit. Um, she just retired. And I think she was going to do that regardless. I mean, she's pregnant, right? So it's really just been Annie who's been standing out there with the pitchfork and the um says I miss Laura, Elisa, Emma Lawson, Gabby, Emmetall. I miss Gabby, I miss Emma Lawson for sure, and I miss Elisa. Emmetall was hurt. She's been hurt for a while, but I miss Kazan. Um, Even though it got my co-host into the games, Alex Kazan is going to be something special. That is for sure. So I don't want to take up too much of your time today. Um, I'm only an hour out of Albany, so trying to get there today. Going to start the collecting some video with Hattie as quickly as I can. I've got a couple things lined up to do some side projects to get out over the weekend, hoping to line up some more. Working with, yeah, man, I need some sleep. Working with, the tester, Allison Scuds. Working with Allison Scuds to get some more content. We'll be putting that out over this weekend. Again, if you're a member, you'll get it 24 hours, and then we'll release it to the public after that. And yeah, so I've got a couple things already lined up. I've got one grand idea that I hope I can pull off, and then we'll see how all that goes. But the Hattie thing will come out after the games. It's going to be a full, like, embedded behind the scenes with Hattie for the entire CrossFit Games and her coach Tristan. And then we'll put that together with some editing, and it'll come out after the games. With that, guys, I'm going to hit back on the road. I'll be in Albany soon. I'll try to jump on again tomorrow before we get involved in too much stuff. Because when I do a lunch show, then I remember to eat lunch. So then I can do that. So tomorrow will probably be the last lunch with the Clydesdale this week. And then it'll be full games nonstop after that. Hopefully getting out some vignettes as we go. And I will see you tomorrow too, Travis. We'll see everybody then. You knuckleheads get back to work. I'm going to hit the road. We'll see everybody soon. Bye, guys.